Hi, Robin with Oxy-Dry, and I've been in this place, in this house, so quite a lot of times actually, at least half a dozen times, probably more. I come here every year. Usually, this is all I clean. Sometimes I don't clean the other bedroom there, but we're doing everything up here. It's just a small area. I don't know how old the carpet is. It's probably at least a 12 years or more. This is a olefin cut and loop. There's a pattern to it, and we have right here, this is looped and this is a cut pile, and this is raised up a little bit, so this is recessed. The squares are kind of recessed. This is a carpet that the orbital machines actually have a harder time moving on, because it tends to make the machine kind of chatter and bounce around. It's very stiff, quite a hard, stiff carpet, so that's part of the issue. Obviously, you'd run a glider. That would help, but it still would be a little more awkward, I guess, to maneuver your OP machine on this type of carpet. At least that's what I found over the years. So the rotary, back when I was using my OP, I remember coming across certain carpets like this, and I remember sometimes it was just really difficult to use the OP, and I was glad when for a little bit there, I actually didn't carry the rotary in the van, and then finally I decided, okay, I need to do that just in case I run into these type of carpets. And and then I found what really was happening was, more often than not, I would just stop using the OP and just go and grab my rotary and switch over, and I began to realize, well, I'm doing that more and more. And anyway, that was a number of years back. That was like 15 years ago, well, at least 10 years ago, probably 15. But anyway, and that was one of the reasons why I remained using the rotary primarily. I'm not saying that an OP is not a good choice. It's an excellent choice. It's just that the rotary is another excellent choice, and in the hands of a competent operator, either machine is going to give you a good cleaning job and happy customers, and that's all that matters. There's no point in really arguing about these things. I mean, my channel has been primarily focusing on the rotary. That's just been kind of my focus. I explained before that many years ago, 30 years ago, when I started with doing this with the rotary, when I started Oxy-Dry, my intention was to really explore what the potential was for using a rotary machine for this type of cleaning, for a low moisture carpet cleaning. And my goal was, I had a couple of goals. One was I wanted to have a system which would be able to give carpets dry within about an hour, which obviously that is the case. And having used every method out there, I knew that I wanted something that was going to be a piece of equipment that was going to be simple and reliable, effective, and easy to operate. And I thought the rotary really has the potential. And I started to shower feed right from the beginning. There was a time there where I did experiment with spraying the carpet as well, but right from the beginning I wanted to be shower feeding, because my goal was to keep this as simple as possible. And my very first machine was Clark FM13. Great little machine. Paid $200 for it. I used it for at least a year, if not two, I think. And eventually I switched up to a bigger machine. But it was a very good little machine. Eventually, actually, what happened? I think the transmission seized on it. I remember throwing it into a dumpster. so sad. I think maybe a lot of money. But and that was long before OP machines came on the scene. Eventually, when they did come on the scene, which was probably about 10 years into what I was doing, I did expect that I was going to abandon the rotary, and I bought a couple of OPs after a year or two of them kind of, coming up on YouTube, because when I began there was no YouTube either, by the way. But anyway, and then I just assumed that I was going to be moving away from the rotary, with all the talk about how the OP was supposedly going to be such a better cleaning methodology. But in the end, I just determined, after using my OP machines for a couple of years and kind of exploring what their advantages and disadvantages were, that there was no advantage. That's what I found. I mean, you don't have to agree with me. I'm just telling you what I experienced. And I'll get rid of that. But I'm not saying that either machine is a superior methodology at all. In the end, what makes the difference is the person who's operating the machinery, whatever you use. And either machine will clean a carpet. I mean, I've proven it many times. Hundreds of videos showing that the rotary is a great machine. I have many videos showing me using my OP machine primarily for commercial work. Great choice. And we're both basically doing the same thing, just approaching it with a different, just in a different way, that's all. The nice thing about the rotary and a situation like this is it's so easy to maneuver. There's no machine isn't fighting to move around on the carpet. And like with an OP machine on certain carpets, they will be reluctant to go in certain directions. Where's the rotary? You don't have that issue at all. So. By the way, I haven't sprayed anything. There was a couple of tiny little spots I saw that I pre-treated, but I think they're actually in the room behind me. I'm cleaning with Nanomax at 2 ounces per gallon with 1,000 ppm of stabilized CO2 in the mix in the tank, and I'm using the rayon green stripe pad on this job. I actually find it works really well on the olefin cut pile carpets, which this is, or technically a cut loop, I guess. Yeah, there I am. I'll go behind the door before I forget. The scarp is actually quite compressed in the traffic areas, but it's not showing any indication of traffic lanes or soiling per se. So, the nice thing, again, about the rotary is how easily you can maneuver it. It just floats along. There's no effort to pushing and pulling the machine back and forth. Just slightly raise and slightly lower the handle, and it just goes left and right, and I just step forward to move forward. And I almost always work clean moving forward so that I'm moving away from my power source. Okay, we'll go over to the top of the steps. We'll take a look at the pad. No, it's pretty dirty. I expected that. Like I say, I find the rayon seems to really pull the dirt out of these cut pile olefin carpets. Okay, I'll let you go. Thanks for watching and have a good day.